Good morning, everyone. This is Robert at RJL 518, welcoming you to another edition of Inside Pitch. The 1995 One and Gone tournament continues. We continue round one, and this is game number 8. We are at the Astrodome, the number 23 Milwaukee Brewers at 65-79 face off against the number 10 Houston Astros at 76-68. This is our first, I believe this is our first, this is our first interleague, our second interleague matchup in this tournament. For those of you who watched the first one, we have the Chicago White Sox and the Padres. That was yesterday. So now we have our second interleague matchup here, and it is the Astros and the Brewers. In 1995, the Brewers were still in the American League, and I still feel they should be there anyway right now. But they moved over to the National League starting in 1998, 1999. The Brewers moved over to the National League when the Tampa Bay Rays and the Arizona Diamondbacks were born in 1998. So the Brewers decided to go to the National League, which I still think they are an American League team, always have been, always will be. And the Astros should be back in the National League. They shouldn't be in the American League anyway. So we actually have a matchup of two teams that are right now in the leagues where they should be, where the Brewers should be back in the American League and the Astros back in the National League. But it is what it is as we play here our next game of the 1995 One and Gone. G. Puck joins us here at the Astrodome for today's game. So, welcome. I'm doing okay. Let's see if we can play a little baseball. In inside pitch, one and gone style. Starting pitcher for the 1995 Houston Astros will be Mike Hampton. I gave him the ace moniker. He was 9-8 with a 3.35 ERA. And, of course, Mike Hampton is a future Met, as he was on the 2000 Mets World Series team. So let's see what we got here. Let's go play some baseball here in the Astrodome, ready to start. Leading off for the Brewers will be second baseman Jeff Cirillo. He is in second base for the tournament. Ready to play, ready to go. Here's the pitch. Hampton throws a 1-6. It is a blank. Cirillo will swing 2-3 against the lefty. That's a leadoff base hit for Cirillo. He hits it past short, and the Brewers start with a man on. He will head to first base, and the next batter will be center fielder Daryl Hamilton. We will roll a strat and see what's going on. That is an 8. There is no play. Hampton will go ahead and pitch. 1-1 is a range play. Hamilton swings 6-1. That's now a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Orlando Miller. His range is a 3. Of course, the infield was automatically halfway. So his range goes down to a 2. And he will not make the play, and it will get by him. That is a base hit. Cirillo, base running rating of 2. In order to get to third base, needs to be a 5. It is not, so he will hold at second. And the Brewers start off with 2 hits. They start the game off in business. And the next batter for the Brewers will be third baseman Kevin Seitzer. Hampton gives up 2 quick hits, both past shortstop. Now we'll see if he settles down. Infield is still halfway. Strat roll is a 16. There is no play. Seitzer is not going to bunt with runners at first and second, and he has a 3.11 average. So I'll take off the bunt. Here's the pitch from Hampton, and that is a 4-3 against a righty. That is an automatic out. It's going to be a star 6. It's a fly out to center. Cirillo, with a base running rating of 2, has to hold at second. That's 1 out. Next batter for the Brewers, first baseman John Jaha. Steeler fan joins us here at the Astrodome. Forever Remain 90 joins us here at the Astrodome. And I know Steeler fan would not miss this game. And Steeler fan, you are going to help me coach the Astros if I need some help. Jaha will bat. Jaha will be the batter. Let's see. There is no play on Strat. I'll roll a Strat here. That is no play. Hampton will pitch. 2-2. That's a strikeout chance. The 18 is too high, though. Astrodome adds 2 to strikeouts, -1 to homers. And I remember someone asking, hasn't seen any home run adjustments on the ballpark card. There you go, -1 to homers in the Astrodome. They only gave up 89 in 1995. Tribe Fan joins us here at the Astrodome. And that is a 2-3 from Hampton. That's a range play. Jaha will swing 1-1 against a lefty. That's a base hit for Jaha. It's a single past second. Cirillo's base running rating is a 2. In order for him to get home, it needs to be a 2, and it is. Cirillo will come in to score. Hampton's base running rating is a 3. Needs to be a 3 in order to get to third base, and it will be. And Jaha starts off with an RBI single. And just like that, it is 1-0 in favor of the Brewers. Said I made a big mistake in last night's pop game. Let me know what it was so I don't make that mistake again. Cleveland, Oakland? I recorded 2 outs on the top of the first inning after the triple, double, and single. I recorded 2 outs on the fielder's choice on Jackson's at bat. Well, let me see. Hold on a minute. Could have done that, possibly. I was a little on the tired side last night when I played that game. Hold a minute. Let me see if you are correct. Let me see what my scorebook said. Tell you what, I'll check that as soon as I get done with this inning here. So we got runners at first and third, 1 out, and the Brewers are already up 1-0. Next batter is the catcher, Joe Oliver. Infield is still halfway. Runners at first and third. They're going to keep the infield in and try to get 2. Rolling a Strat, and that is an 11, no play. Hampton will pitch. 1-2. That's a possible error on a throw. 4-5, and that is going to be a fly ball to right field. That ball is hit to Bell. His error rating is a 12. That's a 19, so there's not going to be an error. So that is out number 2. Now, Joe Oliver has no sacrifice fly rating, so it's going to be up to Hamilton. Base running rating is a 3. Right fielder is Bell. He has no adjustment. So a 1-3, Hamilton scores anyway, and he does. Hamilton will come in on the sacrifice fly, and that was a throw. And John Jaha is going to advance to second on that throw. So actually the throw goes to the plate and he scores. John Jaha takes second base on the throw, and there are 2 outs, and the Brewers are up 2-0. Baseball Demos joins us here at the Astrodome. And Bob's Tabletop Sports joins me here at the Astrodome. But the run does come in to score. And Jaha goes to second on the throw home. Because it's a 1, and that 1 is there, and it's not an adjusted base running rating, so he stays. Sacrifice fly for Oliver, SF9. And the batter will be B.J. Surhoff. He is in right field for this game. Yep, because white die was a 1. It still rolls just like you roll it on a hit. He still advances. I did ask about that in the forums. They say yes. That still happens. Lead runner advances. If roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner advances on the throw. So the throw does come to the plate, and Jaha did go to second on the throw to the plate. That is true, baseball. That's true, Dave. I did check with the forums on that. I'll recheck again. Maybe I was given wrong information, but that's what I was told. 2 outs. See if a strat roll coming up, and that is a 19. Serve off is not going to bunt. Hampton will pitch 4-2. That's a strikeout chance. The 20 is too high. Suroff will swing 6-5. That's a ground out to second, and that will end the inning. Brewers get off to a good start. 2 runs on 3 hits, a sacrifice fly. Bottom of the first, Brewers already up 2-0. Now let me check and see if Forever Remain 90 is correct, because if he was, I don't want to make that mistake. Let me see here. So you said that top of the first inning was a triple, double, and single. I recorded 2 outs. Okay. They're talking the California-Oakland game. All right. The first hit was a triple. The second was a double. Then I had Jones got a single. Jones was picked off. So that was the first. So Jones was picked off. That was the first out. Okay. Jackson then grounded out into a fielder's choice. No, I'm sorry. No, my bad. Jackson grounded out into fielder's choice. That was out number 1. Downing got a single, and Gritch got a strike. And Gritch got a K. Yeah, you know what? You're probably right. That didn't matter in the game. It was still, the final score was still 7-2. But thanks for pointing me out, though, Forever Remain 90. I will try to be more careful. Bottom of the first inning, starting pitcher for the 1995 Milwaukee Brewers in this game is Scott Karl. I gave him the ace moniker. 6-7, 4.14 ERA. This Brewers pitching staff was not that good. So even though the Brewers are up 2-0, Astros definitely have the hitters to get back into it. Leading off for the Astros, center fielder Brian Hunter. Pitch from Karl, 5-6. That's a walk chance. That 12 against the lefty is too high. Hunter will swing. And that is a 3-5, and it's a leadoff base hit to left. Hunter will trot down to first on a leadoff single. Here is second baseman Craig Biggio, Hall of Famer. The Brewers should make another mistake. They should have none. Runner on first. Strat rolls as a 13. No play. Infield halfway. Karl will pitch. 1-3 against a righty. That's a strikeout chance. The 19 is too high. Biggio swings 6-4. It's a ball hit. It's a question mark 7. The ball is hit the left. That is an 11. And against the lefty, that's going to be a double for Craig Biggio. That is a double. Hunter, base running rating is a 4. On a double to left, -1 is 3 to get home. The ball is hit the left field. Hulse actually adds 1. A 1-4, Hunter will score. And he does. Brian Hunter comes in on a double by Biggio. And it's 2-1. As I said, Steeler fan, nothing really to worry about. RBI double by Biggio. He will go to second. 2-1 now. Brewers lead the Astros. Next batter up is the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell. He only hit 21 homers in 1995, a far cry from the 46 I think he had in 94. He would have had 60 home runs in 94 if that I still say he would have had 60 if the season wasn't canceled. Nobody out. Biggio on its second. Dropping dice. Strat roll says an 8, no play. Pitch from the Astrodome. That from Karl, 6-1. That's a hit by pitch. That 20 is way out of there. Bagwell will swing 2-2. It's a ground ball to short. The throw will go to first for out number 1. BGO's base running rating is a 3. He has to be a 3 or less in order for him to get the third. And as a 5, he will hold out number 1. Next up is Derek Bell. He is in right field for this game. We roll a strat, and that is an 8. There is no play. Karl will pitch 2-1, and that is a strikeout chance, and that 6 is good. Bell goes down on strikes. First strikeout for Karl. He had about 59 of them in 95. That's the second out. Next up is third baseman Dave Magenton, ex-Met. Dave Magenton at third base for the Astros in 95. Karl will pitch. That's a strat. Let's see, strat rolls a 5. BGO, 4 minus 1 is a 3. No hit and run. Because the 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, so there's not going to be a hit and run there. SDG Replays joins us here at the Astrodome. Karl will pitch. That's a 2-6. It's a blank. Magenton will swing 6-6, star 5, fly out to center. And the inning comes to an end. 1 run on 2 hits for the Astros at the end of 1, 2-1 favor of the Brew Crew. The Brewers were 65-79, and the Astros were 76-68. Astros were a good team, but they just couldn't seem to get over the hump that year. Just couldn't seem to get over the hump. Tim Pepper joins us here at the Astrodome. Top of the second. Leading off for the Brewers will be left fielder David Hulse. Pitch from Hampton, 1-2, error on a throw. Hulse will bat, 2-6. That's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Miller. His error rating is a 9. That's a 20. He's got no problem with it. Throws to first, out number 1. Nice play by Orlando Miller. Here is the shortstop, Jose Valentin. Hampton's pitch, 3-1. That's a home run check. Valentin against the lefty is a 0, and it's a -1 for the ballpark anyway, so there's no way Valentin can hit that. So it's too high. He does get to swing. It's a 1-2, and he grounds out to second. And that will bring up the pitcher, Scott Karl. Believe it or not, he had a lifetime batting average of 142. And so I'm going to give him pitcher hitting card number 3 for pitchers that hit around that area. Hampton will pitch. And that is a 5-3. That's a walk plus 10. And that makes it a 19. And he will walk the pitcher. Mike Hampton walks Karl. And he'll trot down to first. Winner of your dumpster fire, the 79 Mets. Hey, let's go Mets. Yes, now that's a proper lefty-righty card. Correct there, baseball demos. He does get he gets most of them right. Like we said, nobody's perfect. No system's perfect. There are 2 outs, by the way. So we walk Scott Karl, and that will bring up Cirillo. I will roll a strat just to see. 17, no play. Hampton will pitch. That's a 2-6. That's a strikeout chance. The 13 is too high. Cirillo will swing 3-2. It's a fly out to center, and that will end the inning. Nothing for the Brewers except a walk. We go to the bottom of the second. I'm going to create some brand new pitcher hitting cards here soon. I've gotten a lot of blanks from Chris Davis, which will allow me to create some new hitting cards for the pitchers. Saw Mike Hampton throw a no-hitter in the minor leagues. Yes, I saw Mike Hampton in spring training with the Mets one year down here in Florida. Mike Hampton was an above-average pitcher. Sometimes showed flashes of brilliance. I mean, really showed. Sometimes I thought he could be a really good pitcher, but he was above average. That's pretty much all I'll say really about him. Above average. Sometimes showed he could be really good, and then sometimes he showed he could be really bad. Leading off for the Astros will be left fielder Derek May. He'll go up against Karl here in the bottom of the second. And it's a 1-6. That's a strikeout chance, and the 9 is good. He got him. He strikes out May. May is a 10 against lefties +2 from the Astrodome. So he strikes out May. That is the second strikeout for Karl. Here is the catcher, Tony Eusebio. Karl's pitch, 5-1. That's a walk chance. The 6 is good. He'll walk Eusebio. He'll trot down to first. First walk issued by Karl. He had 44 of them that year. Next up is the shortstop, Orlando Miller. Strat roll says a 9. There's no play. Karl will pitch. That's a 3-5. And that against a righty is a blank. Miller gets the swing, 6-6, fly ball, center field, out number 2. And that brings up the pitcher, Mike Hampton. Very capable hitter, batted 146. I'll let him hit away, obviously, with 2 outs. Strat roll says a 6. There's no play. Karl will pitch. That's a 4-1. That's a blank. Hampton gets the swing, and that is a 4-6. And he gets a base hit. That's a single. Mike Hampton gets a single. He hits it past the shortstop. Eusebio's base running rating is a 1. There's no way he'll get to third. Needs to be at least a 5, so he'll hold at second even with 2 outs. But that keeps the inning alive. And a chance for Brian L. Hunter. So maybe the Astros can get a run here. We'll see. Strat roll says a 16. There's no play. Karl will pitch. That's a 2-2. That's a strikeout chance, and the 4 is good. Hunter goes down on the K. Strikeout number 3 for Karl, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit. At the end of 2, still 2-1 in favor of the Brew Crew. We go to the top of the third here at the Astrodome. Daryl Hamilton leads off for the Brewers. He had a single his last time up. Pitch from Hampton, 2-2, strikeout chance, 10 is too high, even with the +2. Hamilton swings 1-6, and he flies out to left. First out. Here's Kevin Seitzer. He brings back some memories for me from the 90s. 90s baseball was still pretty darn good. The steroid era really didn't start until 1990. Really didn't start really until about 1995. 1990. Well, actually, 1994. They say the steroid era goes from 1994 to 2003. That's when they said the steroid era really began. Was when the steroid era was concerted in baseball. About 1994 to 1994 to 2003. And 2004 and higher is, of course, the modern era. I don't know. Pitch from Hampton, 5-1, strikeout chance, 4, got him. And that is the first strikeout for Hampton. He had 115 of them in 95. Here's John Jaha. He singled his last time up. Hampton with the pitch, 4-6, strikeout chance, 13, he got him. Left-handed pitcher, 12, but +2 is 14. That's a 13, and he got him. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Hampton. And a timeout on the field. Hey, can I call you back? I need to know something. Yeah, I got to. I'm going to know something. Can I call you back in a bit? Yeah, yes. All right, whatever. All right, bye. All right, so we go to the bottom of the third inning. Still 2-1 Brewers. Nice 1-2-3 inning there by Mike Hampton. Scott Karl will come on and pitch. Bottom of the third. Wish inside pitch and pop would do 1993. Fun Phillies team and expansion Rockies. I know. Well, like I said, I mean 1993 would be a great year. I mean, a lot of people, I think inside pitch needs to do 1983. I know for a fact Tony at Cards and Dice would buy that in a heartbeat because of Seaver coming back. It's one of his favorite seasons is 1983 because of Seaver going back to the Mets. I would like to see 1997 with the Marlins winning the World Series there. I would also like to see 1987, try to see if the Mets can win another one. And 2001 is a season I like to see. 2000. There's so many seasons. I don't know yet what Chris Davis is planning. He has not given any indication on the next seasons he's going to do for coming up for inside pitch. So let's see. Here is Craig Biggio. He'll lead off for the Astros in the bottom of the third. Karl 1-6. That's a strikeout chance. 12 way too high. Biggio will swing 1-4. It's a fly out to center. Biggio now 1 for 2. We did double his first time up. Next up is Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell grounded out. Pitch from Karl, 6-3. That's a range play at the park. Astrodome, 1-1. Fly ball center field. The ball is hit to Daryl Hamilton. His range is a 3. And he can't get it. Is a single or a double? It's a single for Bagwell. He hits it just out of Hamilton's reach. Bagwell gets a base hit. Here is Derek Bell. Infield is halfway. Strat roll says a 19, no play. Karl will pitch. 6-6, error on a throw. Bell swings 6-2. That's a fly ball to center field, and there will not be an error there. That's out number 2. Next batter is Dave Magenton. I forgot that Magenton was on the Astros. I always think of Dave Magenton as a Met, as a late Met in the late 70s. Had a good year though. He batted .313. He had a very good season for Houston that year. Strat rolls as a 15. Nothing going on. Karl will pitch. 5-6. That's a walk chance, and the 6 is good. That will be ball 4. Magenton trots down to first. Astros have a chance to maybe bring in a run. Here is Derek May. May struck out his first time up. Runners at first and second. Here's the gotta roll a strat first, and that is a 15, no play. Karl will pitch. 5-6. That's a walk chance. The 13 no is too high. May gets the swing. 3-5. Star 3. And that's a ground out to short. And the inning ends there. No runs, a hit, and a walk. Still 2-1 in favor of the Brewers. Trying to maybe hold off an upset on the Astros. The Astros are the 10 seed. The Brewers are the 23. But we got lots of baseball left to play here, people. We go to the top of the fourth. Here's Joe Oliver for the Brewers. Wish you had done Nationals replay and inside pitch instead of strat. I was wondering why you were. I think the reason why you did strat was because I know strat's your favorite game of the bunch, and you were already doing the bird and inside pitch, and I know you're going to finish that soon. I don't know. You still haven't decided what you. I don't know what you want to do. I mean, you can always change it. You do have the 2019 season inside pitch. You can go back and forth. Because I might be doing that for my next season. I might be combining inside pitch with fall classic and payoff pitch in one season. I might do that. I might be doing that after I complete the 85 payoff pitch. Let's see. Hampton will pitch to Oliver. That's a 6-6. That's a home run with a question mark. Oliver's a right-hander, a 1-4. That's a 9, too high. Oliver gets the swing. 6-1. He does, however, get a single into center field. That's a base hit. Not a good pitch by Hampton, and Oliver did make it, put it into center, and the Brewers have a man on first. Infield will go halfway, and the batter will be B.J. Surhoff. Tell me that name doesn't bring back memories for you guys. B.J. Surhoff. You know you're playing 90s baseball when B.J. Surhoff is on the field. Let's see anything in Strat. Strat says an 8, no play. Hampton will pitch. That is a 5-2. Double question mark against the lefty. A 1-12 would be a single. That is a 6, and it's a base hit for Surhoff. It's a single 1. Right up the middle. Oliver with a base running rating of 1 will have to hold it second, though. But that is a base hit by Surhoff. Runners at first and second. The Brewers are in business. Here is David Hulse. Doing a team replay, playing home games on inside pitch and road games on payoff pitch. There you go. Because that's what I might do. My next season replay may be inside pitch, fall classic, and payoff pitch. I may do it that way. We'll see. But right now, inside pitch is my game of choice, although I am still pretty much liking fall classic a lot. Runners at first and second. Let's see if we got anything on Strat roll. And that is a 7, nothing happening. Hampton will pitch. And that is a 5-1. That's a strikeout chance. And that 1, he got Hulse easily. Strikeout number 3 for Hampton. That's out number 1. That's a big K. And Hulse is just going to turn around and walk back to the bench knowing he whiffed on that. Here's Jose Valentin, another 90s player, I should say. Strat roll says an 8, no play. Hampton will pitch. 3-3, that's a strikeout chance again. The 13 is good. He got him, struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Hampton, 2 outs. And that is a big strikeout because that brings up the pitcher, Scott Karl. Karl walked his last time up. That is a 5, nothing happening. Hampton will pitch. 5-6, that's at the park. Astrodome. That's a 3-6 at the Astrodome, but it's just going to be a ground ball to first, and the inning will end there. No runs, 2 straight base hits, but then Mike Hampton retires the rest of the side. Still 2-1 in favor of the Brewers. Bob's Tabletop Sports says he's doing 75 in History Maker and Inside Pitch and 54 in Payoff Pitch. Baseball Demo's only 12 games in the national replays. He gets a good start during road games. Why not? Why not do it that interesting? I mean, is it really going to, if you're doing it to actually get results, the one problem is with doing games, with doing combining games into one season, you're going to get some interesting results out of that if you combine 3 games. If you're doing it for stats reasons, you should stick with one game to see what that one game gives you. But if you're doing it just to have fun, like I would be doing it, because I'm really not keeping any stats at all, just wins and losses, use 3 different seasons or 3 different game engines and try it out. You might get some very interesting results. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Leading off for the Astros is Tony Eusebio. Pitch from Karl. That's a range play. Eusebio gets to swing 4-3. And against the lefty, that is a double to left field, but it's a range play. David Hulse has a range of 2, and he can't get it. It's a leadoff double for Eusebio. And the Astros start with a man on second. Next batter is Orlando Miller. Valentin actually had his best offensive year of 2000 with the White Sox. Yes. Just thought people got to get tired of stretching every game. Mike, like I said, Dave, it's up to you. I trust your judgment, man. You've been doing this longer than me. And you're one of the reasons why I chose inside pitch. Actually, you were the reason why I chose inside pitch. You get credit for inside pitch. ID Jester gets credit for payoff pitch. Okay. Tony at Cards and Dice gets credit for fall classic baseball. Al Red Sox fan gets credit for me having to go really getting into this thing. So you guys are my Mount Rushmore. Eusebio at second. Let's see what's going on here. Infield is normal. Strat rule says a 13 no play. Karl will pitch. That's a 3-3. And against a righty, that's a walk chance. The 17 is too high. Miller will swing 4-2. It's a ground ball to short. And Eusebio, the only way he can get the third is on a 1. And he does. Holy cow, Eusebio makes it to third base on a 1. So that's 1 out, but Eusebio gets into sacrifice fly position. So Miller does that. Not too bad. Now the batter is Mike Hampton. The Brewers are going to keep the infield back. Eusebio only has a base running. We're going to keep the infield normal. He only has a base running rating of 1. Although if I do keep him back there, it adds 2. What do we do? We'll call the infield halfway for the Brewers, which makes his base running rating, which adds only 1 to his base running rating. So that is a 2. But I'm going to do it kind of differently. So I'm going to do, let's see, Hampton. Hampton usually grounds to short. So we're going to go infield in to shortstop. Third baseman back. Second baseman back. Second baseman halfway and first baseman halfway. We'll do it that way. Steeler fan, are you still with me? Let's see what the strat roll says first. And that is a 4. That is going to be nothing. Hampton would normally, so Hampton's going to hit away. But let me ask you this. Although the strat roll didn't come up, do you want Hampton to hit away or try a squeeze? Although his bunt rating is not good. It's a 2. I think I would normally hit away here. Have him hit. I think I hit away here with Hampton with a runner on third. What do you think? You agree? Have him hit. I mean, a bunt here, if a squeeze bunt's probably not going to work. Swing away. All right. Now remember, we got fielders positioned differently, so let's see how this goes. Eusebio's a base running rating of 1. Becomes a. I'm not going to have him go on contact, so we'll see what happens. Pitch from Karl, 3-4. That's a strikeout chance. And believe it or not, the 20 is too high. Hampton does not go out on a K. He will swing 6-6. It's a ground ball to short. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. And Eusebio, now the Eusebio is, as I said, is not going to go on contact. So the throw is going to go to second for out number 2. I will keep my word. He will not go. Now the infield can go back to normal. With 2 outs now, though. And it'll be up to Brian Hunter. It'll be up to Brian Hunter now to get him in. Grounder went to second. Yeah, I know. But I already said that Eusebio would not go on contact. And that's my status for saying that's going to let people know 6-6 on Hampton. Well, yeah, so it was a ground. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it was a ground ball to second base. That's right. He was still halfway anyway. So Eusebio's base running rating would have been a 2 to try to score. I said he wasn't going to go on contact, but you're right. I said ground ball to short. It's supposed to be ground ball to second. Thank you, sir. So now they'll pitch to Hunter. Let's see if there's anything on Strat. That's a 12, no play. Karl will pitch, 5-3, and that is a blank. He's not tired. Hunter will swing, 6-1, and against the lefty, it's a fly ball to right field. Oh. Fly ball to right on a lefty, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit, and it's still 2-1 in favor of the Brewers. We go to the top of the 5th. Mike Hampton will pitch to Jeff Cirillo, who leads off. He's 1 for 2. But yes, Dave, you are correct. I said short, and I meant second. Pitch from Hampton, 2-1, error on a grounder. Cirillo will swing, 1-4, star 3. That's a ground ball to second. Biggio's error rating is a 4. That's a 4. Biggio's going to make an error. He's going to throw that ball wide. It'll stay at first, but Cirillo is on base on an E4. Ouch. First error on the Astros as Craig Biggio makes a rare error, and he threw the ball wide. And so there is out, and that's nobody out, and that's a big run right there. Infield will go halfway. Here's Daryl Hamilton. And that is an 18. Bunt is available. His bunt rating is a 5. Hamilton bats 271. He's 1 for 2. 2-1. It's close game. I'll let him swing. 271 average. I'll let him swing. Bunt is called off. Hampton, 3-5. That's a blank. Hamilton will swing 2-1. That's a fly out to center. Out number 1. And now Kevin Seitzer. Strat roll 15. No play this time. Hampton will pitch. That's a 3-1. That's a straight home run check. Seitzer against the lefty is a 0. Ain't going to be a home run there. Seitzer will have to swing, though, 5-4. It's a star 3. It's a ground ball to second base. Seitzer double plays rating of 2. Nothing from Hampton. +1 is a 3. Shortstop, Miller, no adjustment. A 1-3. They turn it, and they do. Second base to shortstop. Back to first. Inning over. So the error does not hurt the Astros in this game, in that inning, and it's still 2-1. Hampton gets the twin killing. Yeah, I've been using pens a little bit more as well as pointer. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and here is Craig Biggio. He makes up for the error. Now can he get a hit? Both pitchers can pitch to 27 batters before fatigue. Pitch from Karl, 6-4. That's a possible error. Biggio will go ahead and swing, 3-3. That's a ball hit. That's a question mark 8. That is an 8 against the lefty, and that is going to be a double into center field. The ball is hit to Hamilton. His error rating is a 3, and he will not make an error. So that's just going to be a clean double for Biggio. Leadoff double for B. Astros get the leadoff run on second base. And now a chance for Jeff Bagwell. Infield is normal. Strat roll says a 1. BGO, let's see here. Might have a steal. 4 minus 1 is 3. The steal third is divided by 2 is a 1.5. That is a 1. BGO has a stolen base of 16 plus 3 is a 19. And Oliver has no arm. A 1 to 19, BGO would steal third. The only way he gets thrown out is a 20. Steeler fan, do I have him go to third? Do I have him go to third? The only way he gets thrown out is on a 20. He has a steal chance of third. Send him. BGO kicks and deals. There he goes, and he is safe by a mile. BGO steals third, and now the tying run is 90 feet away. Now the Brewers will call the infield in, and BGO, that brings his base running rating down to a 1. Do you want me to still send him on contact or hold him? Let's first find out what the strat roll is. Strat roll in this case is a 9. There's going to be no play now. There's nobody out. Do we send BGO anyway, or do we, because his base running rating is now a 1 if it's hit to infield? Hold, okay. So BGO will hold at third. Pitch from Karl. That's a 1-2. That's a blank. Bagwell gets the swing. 6-5. Fly ball left field. Now that is out number 1. Bagwell's sacrifice fly rating is a 2. And he gets Bagwell. Bagwell charges home. He will score. This game is tie. BGO comes home and scores. Tie game, 2-2. Sacrifice fly by Bagwell. Next batter is Derek Bell. 1 out now, but a sacrifice fly does score BGO. Have him steal third was a good idea. If stolen base factor is 20 or higher, is a guaranteed steal. Roll of 20 is an out no matter what. There's always a chance the catcher can throw the runner out. It doesn't go any higher than 19. A 20 is always an out. A 20 is always an out no matter what. That's why the best you can, there's always a chance the catcher could throw him out. Even Ricky Henderson got thrown out many times. So yeah, 20 and out no matter what. Karl will pitch to Bell. 1-2, that's a blank. Bell gets the swing. That's a 4-5. Single past second base. Base hit for Bell. He'll go to first. Next batter is Dave Magenton. Infield will go back to halfway. 1 out. Let's see what the strat roll says. And that says a 1. And Bell's got a chance to steal. 5 minus 1 is 4. That is a 1. His chance is 15. Plus 3 is 18. And no adjustment from Oliver. A 1 to 18 chance for Bell. I'll make him steal that one. And he's safe. Bell will steal second base. Second stolen base for the Astros in this game. Now the infield goes back to normal. Let's see what the strat roll comes up. That is an 8. This time there's no play. Karl will pitch. And that's a 4-6. That's a home run with a question mark. Magenton, a lefty. 1 to 11. That's a 4. It passes. Against a lefty, Magenton has a 2. Minus 1 is a 1. The only way Magenton hits a home run here is if it's a 1. Nope, it's a 3. Too high. But Magenton does get the swing. It was close, though. Magenton swings 5-6, and he still gets a base hit to left field. That's a single. Bell, base running rating of a 3. Add 1 to get to home is a 4. The ball is hit to left, and that is Hulse. He adds 1. It's a 1 to 5 for Bell to score. He does. Bell comes in to score on the 5. Magenton holds it first, and the Astros take the lead 3-2. RBI single by Magenton. As speed kills on the base pads. Here's Derek May. Still one out. Strat roll is a 20. Karl throws to first. And Magenton is out. Holy cow. Scott Karl threw to first and picked off Magenton. A 1-9 is a pickoff. That's an 8, and he got Magenton. Ooh. 2 outs. Magenton was asleep at the wheel. Was asleep at the wheel there. And now Derek May will bat with nobody, with 2 outs. Karl will pitch. That's a 1-4. That's at the park. Astrodome 1-3. That's a hit to left field. That is a 16, and that's too high. That's going to be a fly out to left, and the inning will end there. 2 runs for the Astros on 3 hits. 2 stolen bases at the end of 5. Astros lead it 3-2. The stolen bases were Karl's undoing in that inning. Leading off for the Brewers will be John Jaha. He is 1 for 2. Hampton is still pretty strong. Can pitch at least to he can pitch to 6 batters before tiring. Hampton will pitch 3-6. That's a blank. Jaha will swing 2-5. Line drive right to short. And Miller's got it. 1 out. Lace to shortstop, but Miller makes the catch. Here's Joe Oliver. Hampton 6-5. Wild pitch, ball 1. We'll do it again. Hampton again, 1-4. That's a blank. Oliver will swing 5-2. That's a star 4. It's a ground ball to third. Ground out to third, out number 2. And here's B.J. Surhoff. Surhoff is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Hampton's pitch, 6-5. Wild pitch, ball 1. Hampton again, 4-6. That's a strikeout chance. That 8 is going to be too high for Surhoff. He does get to swing, 6-3, and he laces a double into right. Well hit ball. That'll bounce off the wall. Surhoff keeps the inning alive. He will hold it second. He's now 2 for 3. And a chance now for David Hulse. The winner of this game will play the winner of game number 9, which will be tomorrow. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. That'll be tomorrow's game on Inside Pitch. Pirates at the Dodgers for the 1 and gone. The winner here will take either one of those 2 teams on. 2 outs, infield normal. Strat roll is a 20. Hampton turns around, throws to second, safe. Surhoff gets back. Now he'll pitch to Hulse. Hampton's pitch, 3-5. It's a blank. Hulse gets the swing, 6-1. That's a base hit for David Hulse at the single pass short. Surhoff's base running rating is a 2. With 2 outs becomes a 3. On a single pass short, that's what he needs. It's a 3. Surhoff coming around third. He will score. Hulse gets an RBI single. We're tied at 3. RBI by David Hulse. And we are tied once again. Next batter is Jose Valentin. The pitcher is due next as Karl may see a pinch hitter coming up if Brewers keep the lead. Hulse on it first, and I am rolling a strat, and that is a 13, no play. Hampton will pitch. That's a 1-3 strikeout chance. 16 gets him. Hampton strikes out Valentin. And the inning will end there. But not until the Brewers tie the game up. 1 run on 2 hits. Bottom of the 6th. tied at 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Scott Karl is due to bat first. He's got 3 batters before he gets tired. I'm going to see if the Brewers can make him can have him pitch. Tony Eusebio leads off for the Astros. He's 1 for 1, a double and a walk. So they're going to see if Karl can bat, and they don't have to waste the pitcher. Karl will pitch to Eusebio, unless he gets in trouble. 6-6. That's an error on a throw. Eusebio swings 4-5. That's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit the Seitzer. His error rating is a 6. That's a 1, and that is an error. That is an error on a throw. The throw is to Jaha. His range is a 3. Does he prevent the throw from going past him? Yes, he does. So Eusebio will have to stay at first, but that is an error on Seitzer, E5. First error on the Brewers. The batter will be Orlando Miller. Error on Kevin Seitzer, but Jaha keeps the ball from going past him. Now the infield is halfway. Stratroll says a 17. Miller, do we bunt? Oh, the bunt is available. His bunt rating is a 5. Infield halfway with me making a 4. What do you think, Steeler fan? Have Miller bunt or let him hit? Bunt or hit there, Steeler fan. What do you think? He has a 262 average. I'm thinking swing away. All right, he will swing away. Steeler fan says swing away for his Astros. Here we go. Punt is called off. Karl will pitch. That's a 6-3. That's a range play at the park. Astrodome 5-4. Rare play, of course. We have a rare play with men on base. Let's see what we get. And that is a 3-6. Center fielder crashes into the wall, chasing a deep drive. Resolve as a D8 range play. Check for injury to center fielder after the play. All right, so let's first see if it's a D8 range play to center. That's Hamilton. His range is a 3. He makes the catch. Holy cow. Makes the catch. Check for injury to center fielder after the play. And Daryl Hamilton's injury rating is a 1. And here we'll see what the die roll is. And that is a 3, and he's going to be out for the game. So that's a fly out to center, but Daryl Hamilton is out for the game, which means he can come back if the Brewers, of course, move on. But he is done. So now I got to bring out a new center fielder. And that's going to be Pat Listach. So Hamilton is out. Listach will now take over at center field. Not as good as rating, but I'm sure he can do the job. 2-0-0 as that. Pat Listach will take over at center field, but that was a great play by Hamilton, but he is done for the game. That's out number 1. The batter now is Mike Hampton. Hampton, I think I pinch hit here. Hampton is due to bat first, and is due to bat. Hampton's. I think. What do you want, Hampton? To want to bring in a pinch hitter or let Hampton stay in there? I think I pinch hit here. That's what I thought. So Hampton's coming out of the game. He leaves with a no decision. at the moment, unless of course they score here. Coming on to pinch hit for the Astros will be James Mouton or James Mouton. 298 at bats. Remember, early in the game, before the ninth inning, I go by most at bats on the bench. James Mouton will pinch hit for Scott Karl for Mike Hampton. 1 out. Strat rolls as a 6. There's no play. Karl will pitch. 4-1. That's a blank. Mouton gets a chance to swing. That's a 4-3, and it's a ground ball to third. Mouton's double play rating 1. Nothing from Karl. 2. For halfway, second base pivot, 0. 1-2, they turn it. And they do not. Eusebio with a 6. He will go to second base. Mouton is thrown out at first for the second out. It was a slow rolling grounder. He charged it. The only play was to first base. Out number 2. But now a chance for Brian L. Hunter to move Eusebio over, or maybe score him. Hunter is 1 for 3. Infield is normal. I know you were probably going to say Mouton, but the only reason why I chose him, he had the most at-bats on the bench. Most at-bats on the bench before the ninth inning. After the ninth inning, I can put anybody I want in there. And remember, the entire rosters are available. No 25-man roster. No fatigue either in my tournament. The only player who can't play again the next game is the starting pitcher, unless we go into extras and all pitchers have been used. Let me roll a strat roll first. Strat roll comes up a 3. No play. Karl will pitch 4-5, and against a righty, it's a blank. Hunter gets the swing. 4-4. It's a ground ball to short, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits. There was an error. At the end of 6, we're still tied at 3. What a great play by Daryl Hamilton to make a play out in center. Unfortunately, it cost him the rest of the game. We go to the top of the 7th. Scott Karl due to bat. They will take him out, as the Brewers will bring in a pinch hitter. But first we'll choose a pitcher for the Astros, as they need a pitcher now. Do you have any choice of a pitcher there, Steeler fan? You got the problem with a pinch hitter being first, you don't know who they're going to bring up to the plate. So, I don't know. You have a choice for a pitcher for the 7th inning, or do you want me to make the call? I had a feeling you would say him, because I already had him in my hand. Here's Dave Veers. He'll pitch for the Astros. 5 wins, 1 loss, a save, a 2.26 ERA. Veers will pitch. He can pitch to 6 batters. As we start the top of the 7th, Milwaukee going to go to the bench, and they will have Greg Vaughn come out and pinch hit. 392 at bats. He'll go up against Dave Veers. Even though I probably could have went, Greg Vaughn usually is the DH for the Brewers when they play ball, but of course they're in the American League. So Greg Vaughn will go up against Veers. That's a 3-4, and against a righty, it's a blank. Vaughn gets the swing, 5-3, and he gets a leadoff double into right field. Holy cow, Vaughn gets a double. 5-3 is a double. Whoa. And he will trot to second base, and the Brewers have the leadoff man at second. And that will bring up Jeff Cirillo. As Fermain says, if we split their projects in different games, yes, I know. Jeff Cirillo will bat now. Vaughn is on second. Strat roll says a 4. Let's see here. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. There's no play. Veers will pitch to Cirillo. That's a 3-6. It's a strikeout chance. 4 gets him. Struck him out. He gets Cirillo out number 1. Tenacious Sports joins us here at the Astrodome. Yeah, Bob, the weirdo out in the Midwest. Go Buffalo Bills. If my Dolphins can't do it, I have no problem with the Bills. You guys haven't won anything ever. So win something. Vaughn is on second base. Now here is Pat Listach. He is in center field now because of the injury to Hamilton. Strat roll says a 4. There'll be no play. Veers will pitch. That's a 3-1. Strikeout chance. He got him. Second strikeout by Veers, out number 2. And here's Kevin Seitzer. Rolling a Strat again. It's a 6, no play. Veers will pitch. That's a 1-6. And against a righty, that is a blank. Seitzer will swing 2-1. Star 1. It's a fly ball center field, and that will do it. Leadoff double by Greg Vaughn does no damage. No runs and a hit. It's still tied at 3 in this one and gone. Packers-Bills Super Bowl sounds good to me. Sounds pretty good to me, too. Although I'll be honest with you, I really, as much, like I said, go Bills, win something. But I'd have no problem if Kansas City gets there and you got a Kansas City Green Bay Super Bowl but you know what? Packers-Bills sounds good. I have no problem with it. Just don't let Tampa Bay get there. Now, I have nothing against the Buccaneers. I'm just sick of seeing Brady in the Super Bowl. Let's see. You got 3 right-handers coming up, so the Brewers will bring in a right-hander to pitch. And they're going to go with Bill Wegman. 5 wins, 7 losses, 2 saves, a 5.35 ERA. Bill Wegman will pitch to Craig Biggio as he'll go with the 3 right, because the Astros have 3 right-handers coming up. I pitch 92. Can't afford to get all printed sets, unfortunately. Craig Biggio will go up against Bill Wegman in the bottom of the 7th inning. Wegman's pitch, 2-4. That's a strikeout chance, 17, way too high. Biggio will swing 4-2. Fly ball left field, out number 1. Here is Jeff Bagwell. Wegman will pitch. And that is a 3-2. And against a righty, that's a walk chance. And the 17 is good. Bagwell will walk. Wegman walks Bagwell, puts him on first. And the batter now is Derek Bell. Infield halfway. Strat roll says a 1. Oh, Bagwell's got a chance to steal. 14. Let's see here. 14. No adjustment from Wegman. Oliver. Bagwell has a chance to steal a 1-14. Steeler fan, do you want me to send Bagwell? It's a 1-14, which makes that a 70% chance to get to second. He had 12 stolen bases that year. So do you want me to send Bagwell? It'd be a 1-14, 70% chance. The throw down to second, he is safe. On a 10, Bagwell steals second and puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. I'll roll Strat again. That is an 8. This time no play. Infield now back to normal. Wegman will pitch. That is a 2-6. It's a strikeout chance. 19 is high. Bell will swing. 2-3. Fly ball center field. Out number 2, and Bagwell, the only way he can get to third is on a 1. Nope, he holds it second. 2 outs. And a chance now for Dave Magenton. Magenton has an RBI single in this game. He's 1 for 2. Rolling Strat. That's a 15. No play. Wegman will pitch. That's a 6-1. Error on a throw. Magenton will swing. 3-1. It's a base hit to right field. It's a single for Magenton. It's a base hit to right. Now, here's what we do first, because of possible error. It's a single to right. Bagwell's base running rating is a 4. On a becomes a 5 with 2 outs. On a single to right, to get to home, you add 1. It's a 6. The right fielder is Surhoff. He has a -2. Now, his error rating is a 0. He has no error rating on a 20, so there's not going to be a throwing error. But now we throw home. A 1-4, Bagwell is safe. He scores! Bagwell scores. Magenton holds it first. It's 4-3 Astros. Surhoff has a very good arm in right field, has an excellent arm at a -2, but he cannot get Bagwell. RBI single by Magenton, 4-3 Stros. The next batter will be Derek May. Wegman. And they're going to take Wegman out. And the Brewers will go to the pen. And coming on to pitch for the Brewers will be Graham Lloyd. No wins, 5 losses, 4 saves, a 4.22 ERA. He's going to turn Derek May around. Graham Lloyd will pitch to Derek May. We will try a strat roll first, and that is a 6. There's no play. You know what, Dave? I agree with you. Yes, we should have the Kansas City Chiefs play the Washington football team, although I do not think they have any hope of getting there. I really don't. Their defense is good. You know what? Washington's defense was very good this year. Chase Allen is a stud. They just don't have the offense. Pitch from Lloyd. That's a 5-4. That's at the park. Astrodome. 1-3. It's a ball. It's a question mark 7. It's at the left. That's an 8. It's a double for Derek May. Double the left. Magenton's base running rating is a 1, becomes a 2 with 2 outs. Double the left, -1 to get to home. Hulse adds 1, so it's +1. So a 1-2, so a 2 or less, Magenton will score. He is safe. Magenton scores on the 1. Derek May's base running rating is a 3. That's a 3. He will advance to third on the throw. 5-3 Astros. And the Brewers are beginning to fall apart as the bullpen comes in here and gives up 2 runs. But that was help from the Astrodome, though. Still 2 outs. Here is Tony Eusebio. 5-3 Stros now. And we're still 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Am I rolling? I'm still rolling strat. That's an 18. Eusebio is not bunt, no play. Lloyd will pitch. That's a 4-4. That's a walk chance. And yep, he walks Eusebio on a 4. Runners at the corners for Orlando Miller. Miller is 0 for 3. Lloyd will pitch to him. Strat roll says a 10, no play. No, it doesn't have an instant results chart. But you could use payoff pitches if you want, or make up your own system, or of course, if you want, use a computer program, although I don't like computer programs for that kind of thing. When I'm rolling cards and dice, I let the cards and dice decide. Runners at first and third. Pitch from Lloyd. That's a 6-5. That's an automatic out. It's a star 6 and a fly out to center, and the inning ends. But a good inning for the Astros. 2 runs on 2 hits, a couple of walks. At the end of 7, 5-3 Astros. We go to the top of the 8th. Remember, you can also make not retro sheet. Baseball Sim Research has like a quick play thing. Baseball Sim Research has a quick play in there. Very, very easy. Just rolling 3 dice and you get it, and it's already laid out to you on it. John Jaha leads off for the Brewers. Dave Veers has pitched to 4 batters. I'm going to let Veers pitch to Jaha. He can pitch to 2 more before he gets tired. He's also due to bat first in the bottom of the 8th. So let's see if Veers can do it. Pitch from Veers, 6-6 against the righty. It's a blank. Jaha gets the swing, 5-6, fly out, center field, out number 1. Here's Joe Oliver. Veers with the pitch, 6-5 against the righty, strikeout plus 10. That 8 will get him. Struck him out. That is out number 2. And now B.J. Surhoff. Veers is now tired. He will pitch to Surhoff, though. Astros trying to at least try to keep it where it's at. Here's the pitch. That's a 1-3. It's a range play at the park. Astrodome, 2-1. Single into center field, possible double. The ball is hit to Brian L. Hunter. His range is a 3. He's got it. Brian L. Hunter makes the catch in center field, takes a base hit away, and the inning is over. And it goes as a fly out to center field. And Dave Veers gets the job done. Still 5-3 Astros on a 3-up, 3-down. Bottom of the 8th inning. We'll see a pinch hitter for the Astros. We're also going to see a new pitcher for the Brewers as they're going to go to the pen again. And they'll probably think they're going to bring out their closer. And their closer that year was Mike Fetters. No wins, 3 losses, 22 saves. Mike Fetters will come out to pitch for the Brew Crew. Veers is done. They're going to go to the bench for him. And now and it is still the 8th inning, so I can only go by most at bats. And that will be Craig Shipley. Not a bad hitter, too. 263 average. Craig Shipley will go up against Mike Fetters to start the bottom of the 8th. Pitch from Fetters. 5-2. That's a strikeout chance. 7 is against a righty. That's good. He got him. That's an 8 plus 2 is a 10. And he gets Shipley. Struck him out. First out. Here's Brian L. Hunter. Fetters will pitch. 6-5 at the park. Astrodome 2-1. And that's a single. And that's a single into center field. Possible double. Hunter's base running rating is a 4. Pat Listach has no adjustment. So a 1-4. Hunter is safe at second. Just can't roll a 6. And he does. The throw goes to second. And Hunter is out. Hunter tries to stretch a single into a double, but Pat Listach says, no, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. So that goes as a hit, but he's thrown out, 2 down. Nice throw by Pat Listach in center. A 6 was the only thing he couldn't roll. And now here's Craig Biggio with 2 outs. Biggio having a good day. 2 for 4, 2 doubles. Pitch from Fetters. 6-1, strikeout plus 10. And that is a 2, and Biggio will go down. No runs. They do get a hit. And at the end of 8, it is 5-3 Astros. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Here's Todd Jones, new pitcher for the Astros, 6 wins, 5 losses, 15 saves, a 3.07 ERA. Todd Jones will pitch for the Astros. Leading off for the Brewers will be David Hulse. He bats .251. Usually if they bat over .250, I usually don't do a pinch hitter. Unless there's anybody major on the bench. There are a few, but Hulse is also 1 for 3. I'll let Hulse bat. He's also split. So Todd Jones will pitch to David Hulse to start the top of the 9th. Jones's pitch, 3-2. That's a strikeout chance. The 14 is too high. Hulse gets the swing. 5-2, it's a ground out to first. And that is out number 1. Next batter is Jose Valentin. He bats .219. He will come back. And we'll see a new batter for the Brewers. And since it's the 9th inning, it can be anybody I want, no matter how many at bats. And it's going to be Dave Nilsson. He batted .278. Dave Nilsson will pinch hit against Todd Jones. 1 out. Jones trying to get the save. Veers right now is on hook for the win. Jones will pitch. And that is a 6-1. Possible error on a throw. Nilsson will swing. 1-4. It's a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Biggio. His ever rating is a 4. That is a 1. And it's going to be another error on Biggio. That is a throwing error. The throw is gone to Bagwell. His range is a 3. Does he prevent the ball from going past him? Yes, he does. It takes Bagwell off the bag, but Nilsson is safe. E5, second error on Biggio and on the Astros. Actually, E4. E4. E4, second back. That's an E4. No, they weren't. The Astros were not ahead with Hampton. Remember, because the game was tied, so that becomes a no decision. He left with the win. He left with the win, but the Brewers tied it up in that inning, so we lost it. So Dave Veers has a chance to get the win because he was the pitcher of record when they took the 2-run lead, when they got the 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th. I could be wrong, but I'm going to give it to Veers. Dave Nilsson is on it first on a big error. What, did you expect a 1-2-3 ninth inning at RJL 518? Dave Nilsson on it first on a giant error by Biggio. It's his second of the game. Now the infield will go halfway, and now we'll see another pinch hitter because Mike Fetters is due to bat. Coming on to pinch hit for the Brewers will be Turner Ward. Bats .264. Turner Ward will now pinch hit against Todd Jones. The infield is halfway. Am I rolling a strat? Yes. For pickoff, I am, yes. That's a 19, no play. Jones will go ahead and, because it's an 11, so no play. Jones will pitch. And that's a 3-4. It's at the park. Astrodome. 3-3. It's a star 5. It's going to be a fly out to center field, and that's out number 2. Ball at the center, and that catch is made by Hunter. That's the second out. 2 outs now. Infield normal. The batter now will be Jeff Cirillo. He's the last chance for the Brewers. 2 outs, 5-3. Todd Jones trying to get the win for a Steeler fan for Section 1933 at the Astrodome. 2 outs. Rolling for pickoff. None. Jones will pitch. 1-3. Strikeout chance. 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's your game. Astros get the win over the Brewers. 5-3. What a win for the Astros in the Astrodome. They will advance. The Brewers are 1 and gone. No runs and a hit. No runs, no hits. There was an error. Final line score coming up. Astros win. 3, 5, 7, 8. 2 errors. Actually, I wasn't. That was there. That was 2 errors on the Astros. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 11. 2 errors. They only had 1. For the Astros, 5 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. For the Brewers, 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. I'm going to give Dave Veers the win, and Bill Wegman takes the loss, and Todd Jones will pick up the save. They will move on. They will play the winner of the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Dodgers in round number 2. A big win here for the Astros as they come away with the win. And you guys can see why I really love Inside Pitch. To me, I really think Inside Pitch is the most exciting of all the games. Because you actually have to roll maybe at least twice. So, I don't know. To me, I think Inside Pitch is still the most exciting. Even though I am liking Fall Classic so far, but I think Inside Pitch is the most exciting of the 3. Don't get me wrong, I love Payoff Pitch too. Can be exciting as well, but just something about Inside Pitch. I seem to get just awesome games out of it. I don't know. Tonight on Payoff Pitch, we have the Chicago White Sox taking on the Boston Red Sox in Payoff Pitch. Fall Classic, probably will do the Mets and Phillies, 1986, as I'm still expecting the 69 season to show. And tomorrow on Inside Pitch, it will be the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Dodgers in that game. For Remain 90, Steeler fan, Dave at Baseball Demos. Of course, everyone, please check out his awesome channel as well as SDG Replays. His channel is full of great stuff. Don't forget Tenacious Sports. He is the master of History Maker Golf. That is who I give credit for History Maker Golf. I give that to Earl at Tenacious Sports. He gets the credit for my History Maker Golf. Of course, I haven't played any in a while. Don't worry, I will get around to it. You know, Tim Pepper, of course, and G Puck, who was first to join us here at there. So thank you, everyone, for joining me here. We'll see you later for more baseball. Astros over the Brewers 5-3. See you guys later. Take care.